My name's Maria, and this is my molar pregnancy story.
Hi guys. Okay, so I'm doing this video. I'm a little nervous, but I went through something in 2018 that I haven't really talked about, and I knew this was going to happen. I was going to cry the moment I did this. I needed to make this video to just tell the world, anyone, any woman who's experienced this kind of issue. I just wanted to make a video and show that you're not alone. So here goes nothing. In November of 2018, I found out I was pregnant, and I was so excited, and I told Robert, my husband, and I set up the appointment to go and see my doctor for the first time. And she checked me, and she said, wait a minute, I don't see anything. Not a big deal, it's too early. So she used the wand. Yay! When she used the wand, she said, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? And she said, I think this is a molar pregnancy. And I was like, in my head thinking, what is a molar pregnancy? Well, what a molar pregnancy is, basically, there's two versions of it. One is where it's called a complete molar pregnancy, and ultimately it's an empty egg and 2 sperm go in it, thinking they're making a baby. Yay! So they're not making a baby. What they're making is, it's almost like fibroids. It's little grape-like cysts that are, I guess, like water-filled. Anyways, I didn't have that. I had what you call a partial molar pregnancy. What a partial molar pregnancy is ultimately there are parts of a baby being made, but there's also this molar that is taking all the nutrients away. There was unfortunately no heartbeat, and she said, I need to get this out of you. And I don't quite remember when I fainted, but I fainted. And I remember coming to and asking, is there any way to save the baby? And she said, no, of course, there's no heartbeat. How do you save the baby? She cleaned out her whole schedule the following day so she can basically perform a D&C, which, if you know me, I'm not anti or pro abortion, but I never thought it would happen to me. And unfortunately, on the paperwork, it says missed abortion. And I was like, why does it say that? And it was one of the hardest things I had to get over. She proceeded to tell me that I wasn't allowed to get pregnant for 6 months, minimum. It could have turned into a year. And so that day, I came home. It was November 30th. It was my day off. It was supposed to be the day I actually announced that I was pregnant to everybody. And I refused to allow this awful news to get in the way of making my son happy. So I proceeded to put up my Christmas tree, crying every step of the way. I had to get blood tests. And the blood tests didn't stop. The way that they deal with this is they do the D&C, they clean you out, and then what ends up happening is every single month you have to go in and you have to take basically like a blood test to make sure that your pregnancy hormones are going down, because if they're not, then that means that that little molar is coming back with a vengeance. So the scary part about molar pregnancies isn't what I went through. And I consider myself lucky. I'm crying because I'm emotional, but it could have gotten so much worse. So what could have happened? And I thank God and I count my blessings that none of this happened to me. And I'm making this video so other women don't feel so alone, because I felt alone. It could have turned into cancer. It could have turned into me having to get a hysterectomy. It could have been the end of us creating a family. It could have turned into so many other things. So I'm thankful that that stuff did not happen. So I went in every single month for 6 months getting a blood test saying, you're not pregnant, you're not pregnant, you're not pregnant. And I thanked God every single time that it said I wasn't pregnant, because for once in my life, in my adult life, I was very happy not hearing not pregnant. But I wanted to be pregnant so bad. And someone telling me I'm not allowed to do something doesn't go over very well with me. So I was very angry. And I remember being angry at everybody. And I would have to catch myself. And I broke down to Robert being like, why am I so angry? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going through some stuff. And I remember not being able to get out of bed because I just wanted to be left alone. Going to work was the hardest thing ever. And then she finally told me, oh, you're allowed to get pregnant now, yay. And so we tried for 2 months. And I'm happy to say I'm pregnant. Anyone who knows me knows that I am so excited for my little rainbow baby. The Christmas tree behind me is basically all for her. Her name is Nadia, and in Russian it means hope. And this is my hope tree. So I hope you guys now get it, why I'm calling it the hope tree. If you follow me on Instagram, that is the hope tree for a reason. So I want to throw out some facts, because a lot of women out there go through miscarriages and certain pregnancy-related issues, and they feel so alone, and it's such BS. And this is why I'm so angry, and I'm making this video, because when it was happening to me, I had a whole weekend to myself, and I was looking everywhere for anyone to have gone through this. And I felt so alone, because there was like 4 girls on YouTube. I was like, what? Are you serious? So the facts are that, depending on whatever study you're looking at, a regular miscarriage, it's 1 in 4 women. 1 in 4. You know a bunch of women who've gone through a miscarriage. An ectopic pregnancy, which is where the embryo implants somewhere other than the uterus, well, that's 1 in 50. That's still a lot of women. And then here I am, 1 in 1,000. Whoopee! I don't want to be the face of molar pregnancies, but I do want to reach out to women and make sure that they realize that they're not alone, even though they feel alone. Even though they feel like this is not happening to anyone else other than them. I want you to see embarrassing things that happen in pregnancy, and I'm going to talk about it all. I want to make it the norm, and I want to make it not such a big deal and such a taboo thing to talk about. When I went through this, I literally had everybody said, oh, you had a miscarriage. No. Oh, ectopic? No. They didn't know. And what they were saying is, I had a miscarriage, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks, and I feel bad for you. I don't feel like my body failed me. I feel like I was attacked. I was attacked by something else, or I didn't feel like my body knew what it was doing and it got rid of a pregnancy that wasn't healthy. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt attacked, and when I feel attacked, I want to attack back, and that's where that anger came from. So if you were a part of my life in 2018 and 19, my apologies now, because I was one angry bitch, because I was just so upset about what happened. And now, obviously, those feelings are gone because I'm pregnant again and very, very happy. So I just want to reach out to every woman. So I'm going to try to put this on YouTube, and I am going to try to create a channel, and I'm going to try to put it on Instagram, and I want you to follow me. And if you have any stories that you want to share, obviously it could be anonymous. If you want to come to my house and we can, record you talking about it, I would love that too. I just don't want women to feel alone anymore. So, peace out till the next video. And I really hope you appreciated this video. It was really hard for me to do. I'll talk more about my own issue when I don't cry like a baby. So see you guys soon. Peace out.